Good day, welcome back to the next phase of the training, and we'll continue in section A, part A, this time around D, titled Making Simple Sketches and Drawing. Now, the aim of this stage of the training is to help you know how to locate the tool and where to get them and how you use in combination with other tools to achieve your aim. That's the objective or the target of this stage of the training. So I will encourage you get your AutoCAD. And as a matter of fact, you're working with AutoCAD 2021 version. You can always use 22 and 21 at least to be consistent. I told you there's no different. You just upgrading of tools. I mean, working tools. That's what makes different. Otherwise, they're all the same. So, but for uniformity purpose and to avoid confusion, I will encourage you work with 2021 version. That's exactly what we have on the screen. Then again we'll have I will encourage as well that you get your laptop. The best way to learn these things we're doing is to repeat as the teacher is doing. That's the best way to learn. It's not story oriented style of teaching. This is something you do as the author is or the tutor is doing. Very important. So you open up your laptop. Maybe after watching one or two times, you can always start up with it on. And before you know what is happening, you're already there. So I encourage you to do that. Without wasting time, we're going to make simple sketching. And again, you need to know that um, uh, we have different types of technical drawing, okay? But this stage, just because the aim is to show you how to get your tools and how to make it, how to combine the tools with other tools to achieve what you want. We're not going to work with dimension now, but after this stage, we're going to maybe want to enter asymmetric and orthographic projection. We're going to work with dimension or scaled drawing. So that one will be specific and detailed. So, but at this stage, and it will be the last stage of this section of the training to expose you to that. Very important. Now we have we have our we have a simple sketch as shown on the screen. Okay, how do you use various tools? There's some of us in civil engineering and architecture, and some of the some of the department that's always dealing with structures like this. How do you come up with various combination of tools to achieve this diagram? Very important. Now, I must have to state that different designers have different ways of drawing. Okay, you can decide to always conduct brief analysis. That's my style of operation. I always conduct brief analysis to enable me achieve what I want per time. Right. Now looking at this structure, now this is just a simple structure with a suspended floor. Very easy. Architectural plan as a matter of fact. Now mind you, you can use I just pray we'll have time to expose you to ArchiCAD as well. And one thing about AutoCAD is very, very flexible. It can do many things. It can do many things. That's one good thing about it. But otherwise you can come up with this structure using ArchiCAD. All right. Now, um, I always conduct what I call brief analysis before I start up my uh, design or modeling. By that I mean, where do I start from? Do I start from the base, from the middle, or from the top? So it all depends on the objective and the style of the design. Otherwise, they're all the same. Okay. What matters at the end of the day, you're able to achieve what you want at the end of the day. That's just the main objective. So I'm going to start up with this. All right. I've told us how to start up, how to open up new mail. I think that was the first thing I did when I was introducing this course, how to start a fresh environment. I may not talk about that now because of time factor. Now I have a picture like this, and I want to come up with it. Maybe I start with the roof. Okay, I start with the roof. And nothing again is how to. One of the reasons why I must have to work with somebody that have experience is being able to at least come up with initiative, being creative in in initiating your solution to your challenge. Okay, like for instance, now I want to start up this structure now from the roof. Very easy. Now you can if you watch the inclination of the left hand side of the roof and that of the right, both left and right, they are at the same angle and at the same length. In as much as we don't have it dimension, but by me looking at it, you discover that this is well dimensioned. Okay, exactly the same angle from the horizontal and the same distance. okay, meeting the horizontal of the facing board at the midpoint. So how do you achieve that? Very easy. I can always go this way. I take a box. All right, let me go to the other environment. I take a box as a rectangle, sketch something like this. Good, I've gotten it. I've got it. What next? I pick up a line. Okay, let me make it a bit bigger. Take up a line. All right, there's a line here. And I will choose the middle of the straight line. Come here and insert it here. I've gotten it. Now, for teaching sake, I'm going to get the other side, that's the right hand side, using two ways. I can decide to come up with another line. Always watch where I'm clicking, very, very important. Click on this place and click, and that is that. I've gotten it. So I've gotten, in as much as it's not dimension, I've gotten the two sides of the roof inclined at the right angle on both sides and at the same distance on both sides. Very important. Otherwise, I can use what we call array. Let me delete this. See how to delete. I select it, come to this place, modify, and click. Now, by me deleting this in, I don't need to show you how to delete again forever. You know how to do it now. You select it, come to this, modify. Okay. I told us when I was introducing it that home tab is one of the most important tabs because that's where you have all your drawing tools and your modify tools, both in 3D and in 2D. The most important uh, toolbox. All right. Now I can decide to produce this, for teaching's purpose. I can decide to produce this line using different method. What method is that? I can array it. I come to modify. Now remember I told us that modify tools, according to my teaching, is action-based tools. I take it as verb tools because they're action-based tools. Okay. You work on already established elements using any of the tools in modify panel. Very important. Now I can use this one is already established. I can mirror it. Watch what happened now. See the symbol of mirror here. We can see the pointer. You click on it, it's activated. You select this. Then it asks you specify on the toggle bar. Now, if at this time when I mention toggle bar, I don't know, you need to go back to previous lecture because I explained it very well. That is a toggle bar. It asks me something, specify the first point, I specify this place. I click. It asks me again, specify the second point. I want it at exactly the middle at the bottom this time. Now watch what happens. When I hover this on this particular place, it will produce exactly the same line on the left hand side, this time around at the right hand side. So I click. Now it asks me two questions. Erase source of object. Now watch where my cursor pointer is. I will say, if I say yes, it will erase the original one and place the new one. But if I say no, you place two of them there. Now watch. So instead of drawing the line, I can use mirror to produce it. That's bad way. Okay, so I've gotten it. Now, let's go back to the diagram. We've got it. So I've gotten the two sides. I've gotten the two sides. The next one is this facing board. Okay, the distance from here to here. How do I go about it? Now I go back again to my shape. All right, I can decide to use a line of any given thickness. Let's assume I want it to be here. I snap it down. Okay, let's make it straight line. All right, get it. Okay, I've gotten it. Now, anytime you want to deactivate selected line, you right click and choose enter. Okay, otherwise you keep going. But for me to remove it, I have to do what? Enter. If I don't do enter, the activated tool will continue. So what I do, either you click escape on your keyboard or you right click and say enter. It's gone. So that one will be free for another action. Now I've got that. You see, the diagram is moving gradually. I've gotten this place, this facing board. Now what do? I come again here. I can always reduce it. Okay, bring it this way, and that is that. I take the straight line and link it up. Link from here to here. I click escape and come back here. I'm going to be a bit fast now, just what I'm doing because sometimes I have to click and cover it, and that is that. Now, like joke, I've gotten the exact. Don't worry about the rectangle. That's why will have tools in ACAD. Okay, you can always do a lot of adjustment there, right? So what do? I come this place, I choose trim. You can see something like razor. I mean scissors. Click on it. It's activated. Okay, I trim here. Trim here is gone. Trim here. Now, why I left that in is to enable me get something very symmetrical. You understand? Something very symmetrical for the roof. And I've gotten what I want, so I can always delete it. Now let's make it bigger. Now I've gotten this. Now what's next? You come to this place, you check. You have now this place, you see how it's inclined. Now I want to say something here. When you're drawing this, okay, let me produce the other line first. I can always get a line from this side. I get a line from this side, roughly. All right. Okay. Then I place a position here. Take a line of any distance I want. Place it here. Bring it down. All right. Now I just produce one line. I hope it's in the same. Okay. Let's manage. Now I want to produce this line exactly on the other side of this place. Now, if I decide to choose another line, I may not get the exact distance from here to here, and that will make the uh, drawing not to be symmetrical. It makes drawing not to be clean. Okay, so what do? I can mirror it. Mirror will help you to get exact image and exact point and at the desired position. Now, this is the midpoint of this facing board. I click on it, it asks me second bar. Now, this has positioned the left hand straight line, this one, at the exact distance from the left hand side. In as much as I'm not working with symmetrical uh, detailing, okay, I'm able to achieve something very, very uniform because I'm working with the right tools. Very important. Okay, I'm working with right tools. So I've been able to place this vertical line here at the left hand side at the same position from the edge, just the way we have it from the left. Why? I use mirror tool. Very important. Please, you can rewind and watch it again. Now, but then, if you watch the edge of this plate, it's actually not straight line. It's what? Inclined. But I decided to put that in for the purpose, just for the sake of teaching. Now, watch what happened now. I go back again. Now, in the real drawing, they're going to give you the radius of this parapet. Now, but just because we are doing rough work, I'm going to do, they're supposed to give you a radius of this. Okay, from here, you should be specified. Okay, we're giving radius, but there's a way to go about that. Okay, but just for the sake of the stage you're in now. Now we're going to produce this something like this exactly on the left hand side. So how do we go about that? I can use mirror again to give me exact thing and exact point. I select it and I choose the middle and choose the second point. It's already there waiting for me. I say yes, no, and no gives me that. Now, stylishly, I can always eliminate this. I don't want this stuff again. Yeah, it's gone. Gone. So my aim of putting the straight line is to help me get this stuff I've gotten now. Very easy. So we've been able to get the top. Now we'll continue. Now if you watch here, we'll have okay, let's go to the diagram again. We'll have something like this place. Very easy. You can always go back and pick up that one. How do you do it? Watch, I want to copy it. I copy the right hand side. Okay, I'll copy the right hand side. How do you go about that? I click on it. I say copy, move it to a desired position I want. This is circle. I have to snap it to where I want. Let's assume I want it here. Okay, that's wrong. This is not what I want it. I will have to move it to where I want. Let's assume this is where the right place I want it to be. I want to now it's there already. Okay, until I say escape, the thing will continue. So I've gotten this. I've gotten this curve here. All right. Now I go back again to the drawing. Now, if you watch this place, I'm having uh, kind of drop on the ground. Okay, not to worry. I just come this place and put up just a straight line, take it up, pin it here. All right, take it down. Okay, take it exactly, copy it, what I've done now, move it from here to here. I'm getting the shape gradually. Now I go back again, there is kind of cylinder here, okay? This fancy pillar in front of it, very easy. Okay, now we talk about brief analysis in drawing. I may not begin to worry myself in this particular small space. All I need to do is for me to come outside and do it, and after I can bring it back. So how do I go about that? I can always come this way. Watch what happened now. I take a rectangle, come up with a brief structure, okay, something like this. Then uh, just watch the drama. I'll pin up something at the top. All right, I get something like this, and I get a straight line here. Get a straight line here, and I draw. All right. Then I mirror it. At this time, it's good. You watch what I'm doing and follow suit. Okay. No, I've gotten it at the exact point. Then I move this. I want to place it at the exact point. Okay. Oh, sorry, I have to undo. Good. I'm happy I made small error here. So what do? I come to undo. See it on the toggle bar here. Undo. I want to go back to where I came from. There was a little mistake. I want to move all of them. So how do you move all of them? Is select everything. All right. Then I say move. I select it from the middle, and I want to position it at the middle as well. Then I want to move it a little bit up. We're talking about tactical drawing. Move it a little bit up to my desired position. Okay. Now I've gotten left and right of that cross section at the midpoint of this rectangle I've drawn now. Now my aim is to insert that curve. I come here. Good. I've gotten it. Okay. Then it's like it's too sharp. No, let me bring it down. I drag it. I can select and drag it. It's still not okay. Okay, I can delete it and come up with another style. I take up this place, and this. Adjust my hand until I get what I want. Okay, I can leave it this way and take it up. Alright, then I mirror it as well to get it at the exact point. Escape. I want to mirror this arc, this curve, so I can put it at the exact point. Yeah, I've gotten it. I say no. Alright, now I want to trim to make it neat. Trim here, then trim up and up. Yeah, this is not smooth. I can get rid of this place. Gone. Get rid of this place. It's gone. So I've gotten what I want now. Alright. Delete. I can use delete on this section. Use my delete key. And I delete this one as well to make it neat. Okay. I'm going to somewhere. I've not really gotten there. Now this appears to be too big. I can reduce it. Yeah, I can reduce it. Deselect all. Okay, but if you watch, there is uh, lines in between. Not to worry, I can come back, choose lines, and draw. Let me make it closer. Okay, copy. I've gotten what I wanted. I select it. I can copy it and move it to various places that I want. Copy and move. Okay, I place it here. The first one. I think there should be three or thereabout. Three and this. Now you can see it's rough. Not to worry. We have all the tools we use to make it cleaner. Watch my cursor pointer. That string. I come here, flog all of them. They're out. And this one, flog all of them. They're out. And the remaining one, and that is it. Now I've gotten it. I can delete this one because it's not needful. Okay, it's not needed. I can always delete it. Select. I'm going to delete. Good. Now let's go back to our original. Okay, this we've got this and we've got this. Now there's kind of two horizontal lines here. Okay, we'll go back to the shape and for it to have two horizontal lines here. Very easy. Okay, I can use a line to make it straight and come to auto mode. Now to make it smooth, use my trim, get it off, it's gone, get it off, it's gone, and flog all this and get it cleared. Okay, I think I've gotten it. Now we have it in how many areas? Let me wait and start it. We have it in two places. Very easy. Now all I need to do is to one is enough. You can see it's too big compared to the area. Not to worry, I can always reduce it. Okay, I come again, undo. Select everything. I want to reduce it to reasonable size. Okay, I use what is the tool I'm using? Click on it to reduce the size. I can take it, you can see I can adjust it. Now, normally if I do into dimension, I can just type the size I want there. All I need to do is type the size and say okay. But now I'm working to freestyle. Okay, I will click on it. Now I've reduced it to my desired uh, size manually, and I pick it. I want to put it here. Okay, the first one it has in here. The second one it has in here. That's how I got this place. I see the structure is moving gradually. And this section, I'm going to stop at the first floor. How do you go about that? I can move this, copy it. Okay, I can take already established two lines. I think so. Yeah, I can move these two lines, copy it, move it down, and insert it here. Now this is how I got the first floor. All right. In the next section, we'll complete the drawing. Just sit back and go through it again.